So, temperament refers to the inborn characteristics that each person has in their personality. There's no good or bad temperament, right? Uh, when it comes to temperament, there are many forms that you should be able to see in your child. So, that could come to activity level, their sensitivity, how they react to new situations. These are all temperaments that you will be able to see in people and your child.
So slow to adjust children need extra time to adapt and adjust, to play, to new situations, to new people. Feisty, active children need calm, supportive adults to prevent stressors when possible, to prepare the environment so the child can be successful, and to plan ahead for things that might be hard for the child. Easygoing children may need support to find their voice and express their feelings and needs with others. But all children need to be heard, seen, soothed, safe, and secure.
Instead, we can help children learn ways to manage these emotions and feelings by focusing on their strengths.
Both children and adults that might be attending a program or being out in the community have information about what they can expect when they arrive. Um, and for us to give choices to children, adults that are there to validate and hear a child's needs, to use visuals in our environments to support a child's understanding, to use the environment as a third teacher, to provide extra time and flexibility for individual needs. We want to listen. We want to pick up on the cues that a child is presenting with and to be in relationship with that child.
Children are learning their role in their family, in their community, in the world, and they're doing that by exploring different new experiences. So they're learning that their voice matters, that there's a consequence to their actions, and it could be positive or negative. For instance, when they make a silly face and they realize that their friends laugh versus when they knock over their friends' towers and they cry. They realize that there's consequences to their actions. They also realize their likes and their dislikes. And it could be preferences to food. It could be preferences to what they like to play and spend their time interacting with and who they like to interact with. But it really comes down to finding appropriate choices that we can give them.
So yeah, one of the things that we have to help parents understand and realize is that not always are children going to be happy. Part of their temperament, their personality, their character is that they're going to have times when they're going to complain about things, they're going to push limits, they're not going to be happy, especially if they're tired or hungry, it's even worse. So we have to remember that they're going to have those moments that developmentally it's fairly normal. And yes, we still have to deal with it. It doesn't mean that there's necessarily anything hugely wrong. It's just part of who they are in that moment. And sometimes we have to sort of deal with that in different ways and not panic that there's something else horribly wrong going on, but just temperament and personality and character.
And also, just to add to that, when we try and push our kids out of their emotions, they feel less supported and they're more likely to stay in that state for longer. If, as an adult, you're upset and you share with a friend that you're upset and they're trying to push you to get over it and be happy, you're not going to feel any better. If anything, you're going to feel worse and you're going to stay in that emotion longer. And so when you feel like you have the support and the connection from someone you love, then you're able to come out of that emotion faster and go back to your baseline, whatever that looks like. So being able to be with them in that emotion and be okay with all the emotions that children and, well, all of us experience.
Curious compassion is the way through.